Is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and before we get into this video, I just wanted to ask you to please subscribe if you have not already. I put out new Storybook Brawl videos every day at 9:30 p.m. EST, so if you like what you see and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I am also a pretty small channel, so I do pay a lot of attention to the comments and the likes, so if you want to give me some additional feedback there, I will know what you guys like to see. Enjoy the video. This game is the total mask dream, and in this game we're going to be playing on the mask, and this is on the previous patch where the mask was a little bit more powerful, but most of the things in this video that I do you can still do in the current patch. Mask mostly got a nerf because when you now dream into Grandmother or Big Bad Wolf or any of the new things that also got additional starting health, you don't gain them when you dream into them. But you still do gain spells from Gwen and from Headless Horseman is what we're going to transition into in this video. You don't gain as much XP from Skip, and this video does feature masking into Skip, but this video also features some other really sweet things, so we can definitely show them off. Wizards Familiars are always kind of interesting when you're playing Mask, and I do like them if you can pick them up early because you know they're going to be getting +2/+2 on these turns where you're masking and looking for other stuff, but they're not super powerful, and as we're playing up against a Wonder Waddle here, the fact that there's a Wonder Waddle in the lobby, there you go, here's my point. There's going to be somebody else competing for these Wizards Familiars against us. I'm surprised I actually lost this one. I thought it was looking pretty good, but I guess we only really had 2 units and my opponent had 3. So there we go. They are able to win this one. Black Cat plus Mad Mim. Another Black Cat seems great. So that seems really good here. We're not going to be able to mask into Krampus, though, as much as this is looking like a Krampus game. But we're the mask, so we're about to figure out a direction for ourselves. I am going to pick up some evil things. Maybe I can find like Fallen Angel or something like that and make some good stuff out of that. So that is the plan with my black cats. Thinking like, I don't know, there's some kind of Cat in the Hat rhyme. Mask has a big hat on. I don't know. But here we go. Gwen, going to take a bunch of damage from Gwen, too. We will be able to take out the Wizard's Familiar, but actually we could tie this one. If this attacks into... Oh, either way. Yeah. We win or tie depending on where that goes. Yeah. So we actually wind up winning that one, which is pretty good. Beat down a 9/9. That's just the power of Mad Mim against these Black Cats. Brave Princess is also not too shabby, especially when we, and here's the Grandmother that I actually don't take, so that's pretty good, but I could have just grabbed the Grandmother for +10 health, but instead I grabbed Headless Horseman, and I just grabbed 3 free kidnaps, which I think is also pretty dang sweet, as far as just like your disposable hero power is concerned. Fill your hand with kidnaps is pretty cool. We're going to pick up the Brave Princess and the Shadow Assassin. Should be able to continue to slay with this Brave Princess right now. I don't actually think that it needs the Mad Mim buff, especially potentially against this Trophy Hunter, but everybody just hit 3. So I think that I potentially would now just buff up the Black Cats only for a turn, and then maybe the next turn switch to buffing up the Brave Princess. But actually, who am I to say? Because we would have lost that slay had I not done that. So that was definitely the right call then. There we go. And looks like my opponent's Polywoggle will slay. Could this be bad? It's not the worst thing in the world, but we've got to have them attack here. Oh, yeah. We win this. We win this one. Okay, nice. Okay. We just have to kill this baby root eventually. Okay, that's a win now. We just had to hit it eventually in like 1 out of our 4 different attacks there as it took down our Mad Mim. But that's sweet, 34 health, and now we potentially dream again because we're done with the Headless Horseman. Like, we're not done with it, but it's not going to get us any additional value. Imagine, now that I'm seeing this Wizard's Familiar here, imagine if I had picked up that Wizard's Familiar, it would have gotten +2/+2 from the dreams, and then +3/+3. It was a pair of them, +3/+3 from all the kidnaps. So we are going to pick Skip in this video, and like I said, Skip does function a little bit differently now because there are not you only get 2 XP from Skip now at this point. Oh, that was a pretty good play here to put the Good Witch on the Brave Princess and then have the Mad Mim on both of the cats. That gets a decent amount of value from both of these supports. A little bit scared, though, to be up against Loki because Loki has been kind of killing at this game. So let's see how good Loki's doing. A dragon hit is actually not the worst thing in the world for us because it doesn't hit either of our supports. It just hits a ranged unit, which is still kind of bad. But I think that we can potentially make this work. We're going to get all 3 sheep from this sheep trigger, and as long as our sheep can do some trading, yeah, this looks rough, and then we lose our support, and then we don't have any units left. So we are going to lose this one here against this pretty well off Loki. Take 8 down to 26, and that is always BM when they get you with the 4 glory, but I guess it's not that much of a BM against Loki, because it's not like Loki had a choice. They just 4 gloried, and that was all she wrote. Interesting. Oh, I'm just trying to make sure my Brave Princess can slay, and then also think about picking up a Vampire. Kind of interesting. Trying to grow my Shadow Assassin some and just give myself some amount of scaling units. We are going to be level 5 next turn, so maybe the scaling units aren't super important, but it is important just to make sure that we're playing like the most powerful thing that we can each turn. And moving Brave Princess this far back is a little spooky, a little scary, but we'll see how that works out. I guess I'm thinking I only need it to slay one more time, and most of my opponents, well, Peter Pan's is always level 3, but most of my opponents are still level 3 right now. We're only level 4, almost level 5, because we're Skip. So maybe the Brave Princess will still be good enough here, and I want to try to get more value out of this Peep so that my sheep are spawning a little bit more, but that's where things get dicey when the princess starts to get attacked. But looks like we're okay for right now. We are going to trade there, and if we win this 50-50, okay, we are going to be able to slay. So calculated. Oh wait, we gotta dodge that. That was close. Oh, and then their backline's too big. Oh no, their backline's too big. All right, well, that is awkward, especially because of just exactly how this battle played out. And then we lose to the unicorn. So pretty awkward stuff there. Going to take 5 from Peter Pants. And I guess that was our first kidnap. I got to start casting these kidnaps just to get them out of my hand at this point. But we will pick up an Ogre Princess here. And then I'm not sure what else. I tend to undervalue Siren, but looks like I am going to go ahead and pick it up here. Our board's a little bit all over the place. That's smart. I like that. Excuse me. Just trying to get this slay with the Brave Princess before it's too late, and this allows us to play the Southern Siren as well. Oh, I'm putting it second. A little bit bold. I can no longer take that Earthquake. I'm just focusing on my positioning and trying to think of what I want before I even try to roll. Oh, and it looks like I was trying to pick up that second Mad Mim so that I could potentially make a copy of that. And then what am I looking at here? The book? Must be the book. If I sell 2 more things, I can get it. And I guess these black cats aren't really doing that much for us right now, so let's just go ahead and put in the book, and then why not just play an Ogre Princess. But the book definitely has some potential to scam, as well as the Siren, and especially the book and the Siren. Mostly the Siren when you're playing Skip, because you are just so much farther ahead of your opponents than they are of you. This looks fine. It looks like the Siren should be able to hit in almost any scenario. But it's not going to be great for us because we, yeah, are not going to have too much more to do there. So we are going to take 8 yet again, and we're going to go down to 13. And this is where some skip games sometimes feel a little bit scary. And this is a mask skip game, so we do have a lot more tempo than we otherwise would because we did get to play all these early turns in the game, but we've really got to figure out a way to just make sure we are continuing to play the game here. Gonna go for True Love's Kiss to grab a 6-drop and hopefully get something sweet, but I think I've really messed up my early lead at this point because we get a 1-1, and that does not help us at all. It's actually really bad that we just turned probably our best unit, our best shot at actually winning. Certainly our best unit by raw stats alone, but we just turned it into a 1-1, which means we can't even play it. And yeah, that's just really scary. We're going to order around our units to put in another Mad Mim and then grab a Baby Bear. So this gives us like 3 units that have, I guess it's 7, 8, and 10 attack. I think Baby Bear is 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4. So that would give us 7, 1, 8, 2, 10, 4. 10, 4. And that gives us a few more stats on the Baby Bear. We will be able to slay with the Brave Princess as well, so that's nice. We'll grab our first treasure of the game. I believe I talked about in my previous video too how Skip is never getting treasures as well. But this is sweet. Being able to trade with these things means that we will kind of be able to take down the back things here, but this was also before the buff to Sporko and Lady of the Lake, so our Shadow Assassin is going to be able to take those things down, which is pretty nice without too much of a problem. We get our first 3-drop treasure, and we've got a bunch of things that say Slay on them, but I think we are probably just going for the treasure map here. Crystal Ball is not really a good treasure with Skip because you don't want to waste your time now picking up 3-drop units. You want to press the advantage and pick up more expensive units. So that is what we will try to do. We could potentially pick up this Rotten Applewood. Again, like we're so far behind that maybe we just need some additional stats for the board. We still have this Echo Wood that we're not doing anything with. Looks like I will take up this Rotten Applewood. I like Sea Terror as well. Think we do have to take that, and that would be really sweet with the treasure map. Now the question is, can we play this Rotten Apple Tree, and how? We've made the Baby Bear considerably worse by cutting the Mad Mim here too. There's also a Cupid. And we also could have just Masquerade Balled and grabbed some 6-drops potentially, though that wouldn't be too good for us because we're going to be 6 next turn. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter that if we get access to just some 6-drops. That's more for like as soon as you turn 5 kind of thing. Wonder Waddle on Puff Puff is not something that you typically see, but pretty sweet nonetheless. And you also don't see Princess P anymore because that's been removed from the game. Baby Bear, just enough stats to take that out, but we are going to almost get taken out by the Wonder Waddle. We are going to drop down to 2. That is really scary, and I need to find a way to stable. We're up against the Loki, who is super powerful too. I think I just need to take like this Medusa and try to get some scam things going on. The Rootworm isn't bad because it means we don't have to play the Mad Mim. And this is kind of a point I was going to make about the fact that we do have an extra XP on Skip right now, but hitting level 6 while you only have 11 gold, and I haven't even seen any level 6 units yet, it doesn't really seem like I'm actually making use of the fact that I am level 6. Yeah, as I just like fail to even find any level 6 units. I do put the Baby Bear in front of the Mad Mim, but this doesn't look super good. Keep finding Baby Bears, and here is our first level 6 unit. I could pick it up. I do have some monsters. What would I have to sell? Brave Princess, Mad Mim, and Vampire? At the same time, it's not that strong, so I don't really know if that is what I want, but I'm going to sell the baby bear, going to sell both of the mad mims. Oh, I could play it alongside the echo wood. Okay, so I do wind up kind of using my XP here. All of my attacking creatures, everything except the applewood and the tree, well, everything except my 2 trees are both monsters. So that is going to mean they get +10/+10 when they attack, which gives the echowood +10/+10 when they attack. So those things could add up pretty nicely. Let's see, we are going to be able to take that down, and then we are able to eat the rotten applewood. So pretty good combat from us, actually, all things considered here. We are going to just barely survive in some capacity. It just with the fact that we're at 2 is what I mean. But it's very scary. But we do get to grab a level 7 treasure here. And when you don't have too much else going on, I think Excalibur is pretty good. Phoenix Feather is obviously pretty powerful, but not powerful enough. They made it a 6-cost treasure shortly after this. Magic Sword is really good, but not really good at all with our current comp. So let's take Excalibur, let's give ourselves a board of upgraded units, and then, or a shop of upgraded units, and then let's see what we can upgrade. Let's see what we can do. I do like the Mummy. I think the Mummy can also just be really strong. It is a monster, and this is on the previous patch as well, so Mummy is just going to deal 8 to everything when it dies. It's not just going to deal damage based off its attack, which it does scale with the Oni King, but it's just going to deal 8 to everything. So that is totally fine. Definitely eyeing up this It Was All a Dream, but not going to lock for it. Really just, I mean, I'm definitely considering it. I want to cast a dream spell to try to get a treasure. But I also am really cognizant of the fact that I am at 2 health. And when I say get a treasure, what I mean by that is basically in Storybook Brawl, you've got 4 treasures. You've got your 3 treasures, and then you've got your hero power. And because I've got Excalibur, I don't have any other treasures. And because I'm Skip, I also don't have a hero power at this point in the game. Now, I'm really strong. I'm level 6. I'm getting upgraded level 6 units before my opponents are even level 5. So this is really powerful, or all my opponents are just level 5. This is really powerful, and I do understand that, but I want to... I need to either kill everybody really quickly, or I need to find ways to increase the power of my board. And some of that is going to come from just picking up these powerful units, but some of that has to come from also finding a hero power and just becoming more powerful. I think Woodrow woke up. 1 second. Woodrow just wanted to say hi real quick. He could hear me. He could hear me chatting. So he was making some noise to say hello. Say hi to everybody, Woody. I don't think I can record the commentary with him on my shoulder. So let me go put him back, but he wanted to say hi. So there you go, small little Woodrow intermission. Back to the video. Alrighty, we're back. Our Mummy is going to basically wipe my opponent's field here. That's why Mummy is super strong, especially an upgraded Mummy. And yeah, we just wipe out my opponent's entire field. They are going to try to kill some of my stuff, but this isn't quite going to be a kill onto them, but it is going to be a decent amount of damage thanks to that upgraded tiger as well. And now we've got the chance to take an upgraded pumpkin. That could be a lot of damage, probably better than this echo wood we want to slowly get rid of all of these non-upgraded things here. We're up against the Ghost. So that's kind of interesting that I'm considering this Medusa. I feel like I should just be rolling and trying to find something big, like probably what I want to find here. Well, actually, I don't want to spoil it because I just remembered what I do actually find. Maybe I should say it. I think partially what I'm looking for, I mean, I wasn't really as hip to the copycat good boy strategies right now, but if I was playing this game now, I would be snap taking that copycat. And I actually do have an Excalibur video from the current patch that maybe I will showcase at some point. But this is kind of what I'm looking for here. The Jormungand. We're going to full sell and purchase this Jormungand here, and I accidentally oversold. I'll lock for Siren plus Pig. No, I won't. But we're up against the Ghost, so this should be good enough here. It really shouldn't matter. And look at that. My Mummy is actually just going to take out my opponent's entire board yet again. So Mummy really, really strong on this patch for sure. And the Jormungand's going to survive. So here is what we want now. Upgraded Oni King, and I think an upgraded Echo Wood could actually be pretty good. So now what happens is the Jormungand attacks, and we probably just want to, like, I don't know. We don't have room for everything at this point. But the Jormungand attacks, it's going to get +30/+30 from the two Oni Kings, +20 and +10. And then when it connects, it's going to get +40/+40. So that's going to give +140 to the Echo Wood. And then whenever any other monster attacks, Echo Wood is going to continue to get +60, at least as far as the Oni King survive. So this Echo Wood can easily reach 200, and realizing the importance of the Oni King for the Echo Wood, I consider backlining it, but then I just decide, nah, we'll keep the pumpkin in the back. But I think we've done a good job here now, good enough to stabilize, as long as his pants hasn't truly popped off already with Hatball. But like I said, our opponents right now are the equivalent of level 5. Obviously, Pants doesn't really have that same timeline, but Pants probably isn't super, super powerful just yet. And here I am going to, a little bit of bug, trying to find all that stuff, but I am going to put my Oni Kings in the back line more, so that way my Echo Wood can do a little bit more. And these Medusas in the front line are a little bit awkward, but looks like Jormungand is going to survive and actually trade 3 for 1. So there we go. Echo Wood is up to 200. Pumpkin's just going to spawn a Rotten Applewood, and then Medusa's going to get in. Echo Wood up to now 300. This is pretty powerful. Yeah, we are significantly more powerful as we take out the Pants player here. And now I'm feeling pretty strong. So now I feel like I've stabilized. I'm still going to look for Knighthood, kind of funny. Definitely always want to pick up Chicken as a reminder. Oh, actually, yeah, we could Knighthood this Oni King. I actually like that. Yeah, let's Knighthood the Oni King, and then let's roll, and I'm definitely going to be locking another Oni King here. This is definitely a weird comp for sure, but there's some synergy here, and this is kind of something that maybe old habits die hard a little bit. I did play this in the first round of the tournament, despite a lot of players thinking that this strategy isn't that powerful. I've always felt that the strategy of Oni King and Jormungand is supposed to be the most powerful strategy to transition into with something like Apocalypse right now. I think that Jormungand, when you've got a Jormungand on your Apocalypse turn, that is typically the most powerful first turn that you can have as APOC. And I think we're seeing that Jormungand strategy kind of come to light again right now. But basically, you want one Jormungand, then you want as many Oni Kings as you can find, and then you want some Baba Yagas, and in this patch you also wanted some Grim Souls. But Jormungand's going to get in. It's going to get plus 40 just for attacking, which means that Echowood's getting plus 80 for attacking, and then Echowood gets plus 80 whenever anything attacks. So all of this is pretty good. Another Rotten Applewood coming out of the pumpkin, and these Medusas are just way too powerful. Now the Oni Kings get to start swinging in for 60s. They're not even going to die, and then we'll finish them off with my 400 Echowood. This is pretty good because we were almost dead. We went down to 2, and I think we were able to really stabilize here. Despite not even having a hero power, we're going to pick up this Echowood here now. Don't really think I love anything here. You know what? I think this is a perfect time to dream. So let's dream and take a look at our options. Pants is dead. Don't want that. Cursed King, we won't really be able to make use of. Morgan Le Fay actually gives us 2 level 6 treasures. So there we go. I was talking about not really feeling like I had much in the way of treasures, and now I've got a board full of level 6 treasures. Whenever anything attacks, it's going to get +7/+7 additionally to all of the other stats that it gets, which means Echowood's going to get in another +14/+14, and this is why I said that this video is just the dream as far as casting. It was all a dream. One of the best things that you can find with your first dream is either skip or a spell. And then one of the best things that you can find with your second dream is again skip if you didn't find it the first time. Look at how big this Jormungand is. That is just crazy. My opponent's making a big Baba Yaga, but I think we'll be able to kill the Baba Yaga here. It's 50-50. 50-50. What do we get? There we go. Baba Yaga's dead. Or Chupacabra. Chupacabra, I meant. They are making big Baba Yagas as well, but we also have some huge Oni Kings. And let's see, we're going to make 2 pumpkin units. There's our Baba Yagas. There we go. We would like to put a Baba Yaga onto the Jormungand potentially as well, but it's tough to even find the room, to be totally honest, as we take out Gwen. And let's see, looks like we got 1 more battle left in us. I'm not really sure how much more we can improve. We probably just want a scam spell of some capacity at this point. Don't forget to take the chicken. I forgot. Yeah, you always want to take the golden chicken when you've got Excalibur. I had a feeling I was going to miss one of those. Nothing I can do with that. Like I said, Baba Yaga is one of the only things that I'd really try to add to this board, though. Actually, I should play another Jormungand. Yeah, because it's not like I'm playing Grimsoul. I'm not just trying to make one Jormungand get in there. I'm fine with either of these Jormungands. And with the fact that I am playing down, maybe I don't need this Medusa, or I don't need this pumpkin, I mean. But I like the pumpkin because it works so well with the singing swords. This is fine. I am going to go ahead and put in the Oni King now. Yeah, I could have seen a universe where Medusa is good there, but Jormungand gets in trades with a Storm King, so that is pretty good to start. And then my second Jormungand is going to get in, and that's going to survive and slay. So we've got enough units here, enough stats to take my opponent out. And then another Rotten Applewood, always Rotten Applewood with these pumpkins. My opponent is going to trade 2 for 1 with me for their last big unit, but we are going to get the dub, and I think that this is a pretty sweet comp to do so. Like I said, I think this is one of the best comps when you just get an early Excalibur, because all of these units upgraded. We did get some treasures eventually. The treasures weren't actually super relevant for as much as I was excited about them, but it was a little hard to like completely take them into account and play around them. If I had known that I was going to be able to get those 2 treasures, then maybe I could have looked for like a good boy comp or something like that a little bit earlier. But I think this was sweet, and it was especially sweet because we were down to 2 life, and I didn't really realize it, but I guess we have kind of like a theme of a few skip videos in a row here that all kind of teach a different lesson about how to play skip and how to make that work. This one being a little bit more unique with the Excalibur, but We're just skipping over everything. We're going right to upgraded level 6 units. So there we go. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.